My name is Mark Daniel. I'm the horticulture agent for Alamance County. Today we're going to be pruning muscadine vines. Muscadine vines are a very vigorous growing plant. Each plant will usually have about 20 feet of vine, and so all of this we're seeing here is all last year's growth. We've got to get rid of most of this before we decide what we're actually going to keep, remembering that the fruit is going to be on last year's growth. So we've got to leave some of last year's growth. We don't want to have too much, so I'm going to just clean up some of the excess growth. Okay, so what we're trying to do is save last year's growth. We want to save about, say, 3 buds per spur. And so if you look at this little spur here, it's a little bit hard to see. We got 1, 2, 3 buds here. But we don't want to cut right next to the bud in case we have a late freeze. It'll die from the stem end down. So we'll cut about 1 inch or so past that bud, and we should be in good shape there. We've got way too much wood in here, so we'll thin that down. We'll get rid of all of that. That still leaves us a nice spur there, nice spur there. Okay. This next spur is probably about 6 years old, so the wood that's going to have the fruit is getting further and further away from the main arm. So we really want to try and get that back a little closer if we can. So I'm going to get rid of that older stem there and that older stem there. That gives us 3 buds there. About 3 buds here. We don't really like anything that's growing straight down, so we'll get rid of that. 3 buds there. That's not bad. Some branches like this is last year's growth, but it's just too small, so it's not going to make a good fruit cluster on a stem that size. We need to have something that's at least pencil size in order to have good fruit. This spur here, we're getting out too far from the arm. I've got a pretty nice branch there, so I'm going to get rid of that big piece there that's just gotten too far out of bounds. A little branch like this won't make good fruit, so I'll get rid of that as well. Got a little stem here. That won't do anything for us, so we'll get rid of that. And then we've got this crossing branch here that's coming back over top of the main arm. We really don't care for that. So I'll get rid of it.